So, as Dr. Kilin introduced me, my name is Khaled. We're going to talk about adsorption of caffeic acid on specifically anatase titanium nanowires. So the first two slides will be just a quick introduction of what I'm doing. So there are two molecules involved, and there is another word called adsorption. So the first one is caffeic acid. Second one is the titania. So for the caffeic acid, there is some functions and some roles that we're really interested in our research, which is an antioxidant activity, and due to the presence of catechols. For the titania, there are three crystal forms: anatase, rutile, brookite. We're going to be focusing more on the anatase for now. And the third one was the adsorption. Should be the video auto-playing, but it's not working. It's just explain to you what the adsorption is. So if you put a charcoal in a dye, that dye will be absorbed on the surface of this charcoal. The second thing is my experimental work. I'm definitely not going to go in details of what I'm doing, but what I did is I did a study, Langmuir isotherm study on caffeic acid on commercial nanorods, commercial titania, and nanorods with oleic acid from Dr. James Hofmeier. And the other one is after removing the oleic acid, after removing all the ligands out from the titania nanorods, and we did a Langmuir study. The second one is an idea of using caffeic acid and its property of antioxidant in sunscreens. It has an antioxidant effect. Titania is also a UV absorber, so if we can mix both together, that's a good thing in sunscreen application. The problem with titania, it's photocatalytic, that's what we know. So that's another thing we're gonna do. We did here comparison of titania on caffeic acid, and we had like a coating material. So anyways, this is my experimental. So at this stage, I was like, why don't I just go more and do some computational study? So when I came to Dr. Kilin, I was like, I want to do all my experiment. So when I worked in computation, it wasn't that as easy as it sounds. First of all, I have to make my model. I have to draw my model. So here's the titanium. It's very important. So the titanium nanorods, it's a crystal that grows in a specific direction. So let's say my arm is the specific direction of growing this way. Putting the caffeic acid, we didn't know which conformation would be the best. With the catechol, is it going to be parallel to the growing? Is it perpendicular? Is it with an angle? So we did the three computational, we did the three simulation, and we found out that the best energy will be obtained if we have on the graph will be the caffeic acid adsorption will be with an angle, not perpendicular, not parallel. I know the differences are not big, but we found that angle would be the better one. Then we did something like Adam did something similar with Adam is we looked at the oscillation strength and the molecular orbitals of it. So we found three interesting, I want to call them peaks. It's not right word to say, but I'm calling them this way. So when we use absorbance, we are more interested as an organic chemist in the peaks because that's what we published. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, I know there is fourth, but we just decided to add those three for now. This is in electron volts, this is in wavelength. So as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, we're going to look on the atomic or molecular orbitals both together on these numbers and see how they look and see how the electron charge promote or transfer. So for the first one, for number 3, which is that one, we can see that this is, first of all, I think I switched the numbers. Anyways, so for this one, we can see that atomic orbitals from the caffeic acid, electrons are promoted on the same caffeic acid here, okay? For the another peak, we found that it's going from the caffeic acid, and that's the most interesting result, on the titanium nanorods. For a third one, which is number 2, it was on the oxygen, on the 10 titanium nanorod, to the titania on the same nano wire. So these three peaks, and we looked at the molecular orbital. It's written better in my publication with Dr. Kilin. But we found the most interesting that I would call is this one, which should be number 1, not number. Actually, the numbering is correct, which is number 3, which is the electron transfer from the caffeic acid to orbitals on the titanium nanowire. That's the most interesting finding. The other one is we did density of state. So in a simple way of explanation of this, density of state of the two systems that I'm mixing should be approximately equal to the sum of both. So if you look at the blue line, caffeic acid, if you look at the orange line, and if you look at that, when I combine them together, adsorb them together, they look almost the summation of them. This tells me that my system is healthy in that computational, but you can see some changes, like not exactly the same, and this might be due to some distortion properties, bonds changes, and distances. The other one is molecular dynamics. I'm pretty sure it's not working because it should be auto-playing. So, but there are 16 frames just showing how the molecules and the bonds move between each other. And here's my conclusion. The major three findings is out there, I would say, is we found that the angle should be the best one to absorb. Number, that one when the orbitals, atomic orbitals from caffeic acid, electron transferred to the titanium wire. And the last one is the density of state. Future work, I'm gonna hopefully continue with Dr. Kilin on this project, and I'll be doing more isotherms experimentally. Here are some equations of the things that we used. Here's the YouTube link. And I would like to thank everyone, and Dr. Kilin, everyone here. And Dr. Kilin, his picture will appear twice, so that's double acknowledgement, and thank you. Any questions?
Okay, thank you, let's thank Khaled and asking questions.